Hi, I'm RaDona from boysandgirlshairstyles.com. Today I have Katrina with me. She come to get her hair cut, and I love to cut her hair dry, but she is going to cut a lot of it off. She's just kind of tired of the length. It takes too long to do, and her ends, she says, are getting bad, so she wants to cut it up. What I want to show you guys with cutting dry hair, I always like to use a bigger comb. I always use the littler ones when I do wet hair, but I like a bigger comb when I do dry. What she wants is her collarbone. She wants it a little bit longer. So I was just going to show you guys kind of how I do that. Bring this down, and you don't want to like pull it straight down because then it's going to kind of shrink a little bit. So you just want to bring it down, just kind of loosely, just kind of feel, where her collarbone is. That's about where she wants it. Then I'm going to hold this off to the side, and I'm going to cut that off to the side. See? So when it falls, it's going to be by that collarbone. So, because usually I start in the back, when I cut. So I am going to take, let me turn it this way, sorry. And I'm going to take half of her hair and just pull it out of the way. Okay, now, go ahead and put your head down. This length is my guide point now instead of going from the middle. So I'm going to hold this down. Same thing right here. Turn it this way. Oh, sorry. Okay, just loosen that up. Go straight across there. And I'm holding the hair down with my comb, but you can see that a little bit in between my comb and the hair of space. That's just because I like to let it loosen a little bit so I can get exactly where that hair is going to fall. And then once we get the bottom of this cut, we are going to start putting some longer layers into this. Sorry, phone's ringing. Okay, and again, I'm going to make sure her head is tilted up and not down. If it is down and you cut, then as soon as she lifts her head up, it's going to be shorter in the front. So we definitely don't want to do that. Okay, now I'm going to let the rest of that hair down. And I'm going to put her head down. Okay, and then I'm going to go with that guideline. You can see the hair underneath. Okay, and then I'm going to tilt her head to the side. Again, make sure her head's tilted up a little. Okay, side, tilt her head, and make sure it's up. Okay, so now we have the length of that. Now what we're going to do is start with the layers. Okay, I'm going to hold all this hair straight up, and she wants longer layers. If you want shorter layers, you're going to kind of come up into here and cut. The longer layers, you want to come up through here and cut. And a good way to figure this out is, say if I want to cut here, I'm just going to kind of bring my hand down and kind of see where that's going to be cut and where it's going to start your layering. Okay, so I'm going to go about there. I'm going to point cut into these layers. And I love this. It's so fun because you can just see all those ends just getting cut off. It's all nice and healthy. And you know, you guys can section it out how you like. I just follow my own guidelines. Okay, now just grab a piece to the right of that. And Katrina, she likes to wear her hair soft with not much product and not poofed up a lot. So unless it doesn't need any thinning in any area, like where the layering is, then we're just going to leave it down, you know, and have it nice and soft. So you can either do, you know, your product. This haircut would be fine with, you know, piecing out product. But if you don't like the feel of product, this is also a great haircut because you don't have to put a lot in it. Okay, now I'm going to take this, point cut into that. And if you can see, I'm taking it at a 90-degree angle. Okay, and then I'm going to take, you know, from her ear up, take this length off. You can see when I said my sectioning, I like to just take it in vertical sections. You can do it however you would like. That's just how I keep track. I go from right to left, and I go from top to bottom on this haircut. Okay, then I'm just going to take all this hair about halfway from her ear up. Just check that. Okay, so I'm just going to show you that back. You can see these longer layers. It's nice because it's taken some of the bulk out instead of being one length. But yet she doesn't have a ton of layers like up through here that she has to deal or mess with. Now, what I'm going to do is take all of this top area. And I'm going to cut this straight across. Okay, and then I like to take a section from like right in front of her ear and take all of this up, straight up. And then the rest of it. Which that's pretty much just trimming it because of her front is that length of the layer. Okay, and she does like her bangs. She doesn't want a ton of short layers around her face, but she does like her bangs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down. Let's see, I don't want to be in the way. Can you see if I'm there? Okay, I'm just going to layer just a couple inches up, just so it blends with the layering. I'm just barely going to take a tiny bit off this way, because she wants all this right here long. Okay, so just come 2-3 inches up. Take off that corner, which is good because some, you know, she doesn't want the straight look and she doesn't want it clear around the face. So this is really good for any medium size anything with layers or around the face, any of that. Okay, and then I am just checking both sides. Okay, now right through here, is a tiny bit thick. So what I'm going to do is just take my thinning shears, just kind of texturize this. This is why I like to do it dry, because you can totally see exactly where the layers are and the look that you're going to get when you're done. She has very soft hair, which makes this haircut nice. Okay, then you just comb that out. I'm just going to make sure everything's kind of even here on our bangs. Just going to hold those down a tiny bit. And I'm just point cutting into those. Okay, all right, now she just likes it soft, so we're not going to do really any product. That is just a good way that you can take that long hair shorter and then keep the long layers in it. So that's a fun haircut. Thanks.